Miami Heat have won 14 in a row. LeBron James leading his team in scoring and rebounding and assists and steals. And, of course, the big topic is what? LeBron and the slam dunk contest. Obviously, it's a manufactured topic here. Here we are. I mean, we got, 11 and a half months before the slam dunk contest? And I think LeBron's sort of toying with folks because of this. And now you got Magic Johnson willing to put up $1 million. Jason Jackson, Miami Heat host and reporter. How big a topic is this with the Miami Heat about the slam dunk contest? Am I missing something, Jay Jacks?
Nope, you're locked in per usual, Danny. This is garbage, ridiculous, silliness. Here's the thing. You get 82 times a year you get to watch him dunk. I mean, and now at home, before games even start, they're putting on a little bit of a show. I'm finding out Mario Chalmers is a hell of a dunker. Who knew?
How did this start?
He's been doing this. I mean, you don't need that right there. He's been doing that for years before games.
Wait, is that Jeopardy
hard,
there?
Going at it. Every now and then, and you hit the point, he does toy a little bit. I mean, what was it, 3-4 years ago? It might have been actually more like 5 years ago when he said, next year, I'm definitely dunking. The dunk contest needs me, and I'm going to do that. And then he didn't. And then even this year, he tweeted out, dunk contest, ? So he does play with us a little bit about it. And the bottom line is people want to see it. But Dan, at home the other night, he throws one. This is pregame. Throws one behind his back off the glass, catches it, and throws it down. And you're like, you know what? That would be nice to see. But that's where it should end with our curiosity. That would be nice. He gets to do whatever he wants to do. And it would, and thinking about the legend of his career and the video and the television and movie aspect of it, wouldn't it be great to have the slow-mo of him, and as you have with Michael and Dominique, the great dunkers, and Dr. J, of some sort of magical moment? Cool, yes, I would. But if he doesn't want to, that's fine, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything.
Bigger picture here, bigger story is just how good this team is.
Ridiculous.
And the type of team. I keep saying the Indiana Pacers are the only team that have a chance in the East. Now, we've seen them roughed up a little bit. You got to control the boards on them if you're going to beat them. But you're looking at them this year. Is there something that's missing as they go into the playoffs that you say, keep an eye on this? This could be their Achilles heel.
Just watch health. That is all. Yesterday when I saw LeBron, and yesterday's national game, so we were off about a dozen of those a year, and I'm literally sitting right behind the basket where he goes down, and my wallet shook. Because more games, Danny, more money. It's like, oh no, LeBron, get up. What are you doing? But that's the thing. He gets up every time.
But they don't have a big man. You bring in Ray Allen.
There's not a team, Dan. There's not a team right now 7 games. That team does not exist in the NBA. They're second with this team at this health level. And it's now they're going through this mode where they're reminding teams. So they had to deal with New York because New York had put 2 20-pointers on them earlier in the year. They have to deal with Indiana next week at home because that's not been the easiest thing. And that's what they've kind of been doing during this streak is elevating their game. It's cliche the message games, but just remember who has the trophy currently type games. San Antonio at the end of the month, Tony Parker might be back around that time, might not. But just now, we used to just, on our post-game shows, just put up the Eastern Conference and the separation. And it's so wide now, we're looking and having conversations about number 1 seed and if they can lock that up. And so as they progress over these next 6-7 weeks, Dan, that the focus is getting to the top of the NBA standing and having the best record possible going into the postseason.
We're talking to Jason Jackson, Miami Heat host and reporter, joining us. Dan Patrick Show. The team in the West that will give the Heat the most trouble.
The most trouble. That's the best. You know how to craft a sentence, Dan. The most trouble. I think it's still Oklahoma City. Here's what they've done, and this is the reason why I hesitate, is that they're not getting any taller, so you're right about the rebounding thing, but they've neutralized it with the way they're turning over teams. And so it's just about the extra possessions that you get when you out-rebound a team, they're neutralizing it because they're going and getting the ball from you with the way that they're playing defense, and that's what they lead with first. And if they're playing at the highest level there, you can go plus 20 on the boards, but they're going to get out and run, and that's when they're at their best.
How's Wade's health?
I'm sorry?
How's Wade's health?
Wade is at his absolute best right now. It was about 2 weeks ago where he went left baseline, which is his favorite, and he elevates from the left block, flies underneath, and throws it down from the other side. And I said, he may be 31, but his body feels like 21. We had to wait a little bit longer than most seasons for Dwayne to start to explode. He's always had really good Februarys. He's had great Marches, all the way going back to the Final Four run at Marquette. But this year, for some reason, everybody forgot about the knee procedure. And everybody was writing him off as maybe he's turned that corner, maybe what happens to most of us when we turn 30. Not you. You're a robot. But that's what was happening to Dwayne, and it wasn't. He was simply rehabbing in front of our eyes in games. And so it's amazing. He could have been the February player of the month if it were not for his teammates. It was amazing to watch. And so, it is fun basketball to watch. That's one thing. I was asked the other day, what's the best thing about this streak? It's just beautiful basketball. So we get so much into this bump and grind and the defensive juggernauts, and it's about kind of flying through the air and the extra pass and getting on the floor for the ball. Those types of things are happening, and if you like basketball, you'll like that.
Before I let you go, these guys were asking how competitive I was, and I said even a game of chutes and ladders, I'm going to be competitive with my kids. It's all about winning. And we only played basketball together once, I think, at the mothership, right?
Once or twice, but I remember. I know where you're going right now.
Yeah, but we went to the YMCA, and I wanted to just have a run. I just wanted to sweat, shoot some jumpers, and that was it. And it got competitive, game on the line. And then all of a sudden, Good Time Danny disappeared.
Gone.
How bad was I?
The amazing thing is when you gather broadcasters to participate in athletics, particularly sports broadcasters, we all lead with the mouth. There's a lot of verbal back and forth, some jawing. But when you start screaming at Stuart Scott, you can't guard me, booyah. You just start going. And it didn't matter. I don't even know if we were on the same team, but I think you called me fatty a couple times. I mean, you go.
I said at one point, get your fat ass down on the block.
Get your.
I did.
I told get down, and then you didn't even pass me.
I did not.
Put me down there
Yeah,
so the defender would collapse, so you would open up so you could shoot again.
I was more Kobe than LeBron.
Kobe, you were Carmelo. You were
No. We won.
We did.
Yeah, so I can't beat Carmelo.
Oh, wow. Ow.
Ouch.
Ow.
Yeah.
But Digger would have been so proud.
Oh, I was yelling at Stuart Scott. Well, because he was D'ing me up. He had his goggles.
No. Stuart picked you up 94
full time.
feet.
Yeah, he's got me as I get the ball out of bounds, and he's got his goggles on. He's got sweatbands, Air Jordan, head to toe.
He was clean.
And all of a sudden, he's playing it hard. And I go, man, I said, you can't guard me.
No, you can't guard me, comma, booyah, exclamation point. That's how that says.
I know, I did.
Don't try to clean it up.
I did say, where do you want me to score on you? Where do you want me to score on you? Where do you want me to score on you?
It was special. Because we, as Midwesterners, we don't get the reputation like we're just going to roast you. But, boy, you went like New York City, Chicago, L.A.
Oh, God.
Straight balling. And it was a point where I think you were taking the ball out of bounds to yourself, dribbling up and shooting.
I was clearing out everybody for the entire gym.
Four down.
Yeah.
4 down. 4 down, Dan's launching. Rebound.
Yeah. Hey, say hello to the fam, and good to talk to you, bro.
Stay black, baby.
All right. I hear you. Jason Jackson, Miami Heat host and reporter.